What's up guys, Riley here, and today we're going to be working on my traxxas slash, getting it running, and y'all see some run footage. So here we go. Alright, so y'all have probably seen this truck before, like in the video where we went to Bell's Isle with the little trucks, and I got what I needed and then I broke it again. So the spur gear, or this gear, I can't remember which one it is. I get them mixed up all the time. But this one's stripped, so I got a metal one. Well, the bearing on it that goes on the shaft, which is like right there, that blew out. And I've really been needing to get one. So I got the upgraded one with the blue piece, and here's the bearing. So we're going to be putting that in. I'm going to get the battery charged up, and we're going to take it for a spin. So let's go ahead and get to working on it. Alright, so I've got the slipper clutch assembly, and I think I'm going to go ahead and swap the little blue piece onto it, just to give it a little bit more durability. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to take all this off to get the plastic one off and get the blue one on. I don't exactly know what tools I need. I've never taken this apart, but I'll figure it out. So here we go. I've got a few hexes that I know I use for it, so this one seems to be good. It's a little tight. I actually ended up buying a whole entire slipper clutch rebuild kit for this on accident, so I do have that if I need it. So there's this little nut right here, and it looks to be rounded out, so I'm just going to get pliers on it, because I don't think I'll do any more damage. So next thing, I need to remember how to assemble this. It doesn't seem to be too much. So you got this spring, which I'm assuming activates the slipper clutch, because now with it off, the slipper clutch is kind of wiggling. So now, easy peasy. So I got it apart, four pieces, not counting the bearing because it was already off. So we're going to put this on and get to it. Now I do have to be careful because the slipper clutch is actually coming apart where nothing's bolted together. So my bearing right here seems to have come out. There we go, so it'll go on like that. Spinny. So it's nice and blue. We're going to make sure our slipper clutch is assembled correctly. Slide the spring, nut. You got to make sure your shaft is all the way on. And make sure your slipper clutch is not, I'm assuming, disengaged. So just hand tightening. Get it tight enough. I don't know exactly how much to tighten this, so I'm going to try and be careful. So that seems to be good. Bearing spinning and slipper clutch is in place. So we'll put this back on, slide it on, and tighten it up. There we go. As you can see, I've got the bearing on, and here's the plastic piece that I took off. And the blue piece is, you can't really see it, but it's in there. So now I need to get all of this assembled. So here we go. And there we go. We've got it all together. And since I've got it together, I'm waiting on the battery to charge. I'm going to do some cleaning up, get all this cleaned up. And we're going to talk about a few things. Just kind of talk about it. So, I got this for free. My uncle gave it to me when he found out that I did stuff with RC trucks. And when he gave it to me, it ran, and it had sat for, I think, about, 4 years. Or he's had it for 4 years. I don't know how long it sat. I know it sat for a while, but I don't know the exact time. But the batteries, he had two batteries for it. They were both NIM batteries. One was, I think, like a 2000 milliamp hour, and they did not last long at all. And when you have a NIM battery, from what I've seen, you'll have like a very short power. I don't really know how to explain it, but you'll be driving and it'll have so much power, and then once the battery hits a certain voltage, whatever, the power just drops. Like it's trying to conserve energy to last longer. But yeah, that's what I didn't like about those. I never knew that about them. And they both decided to blow up. So I threw the batteries away. And I bought a Traxxas 5000 milliamp hour 2S LiPo. I think it's 11.1 volt. And it is a beast. It lasts way longer. And the whole time it's running, it's got full power. So that's definitely nice, being able to keep full power all the way through. So this truck is pretty old, and when I got it, it was kept pretty nice, and because it was so old, you know, things break over time, and the ESC receiver, whichever one, decided to catch on fire. So I was driving it and it just stopped. I had no clue what it was. And we took it inside and it caught on fire. So we had to run outside and throw it on the ground. So it's got a new ESC. I did buy a new motor, but I took that back because I didn't need it. I already showed you it's got a new motor mount, the blue aluminum motor mount, the new battery, one of these shocks. So I did wreck this into a box blade. I told you all that. So I had to rebuild the shock. I think it's this shock. I can't remember. If I look at it, flip it over, yep, it's this shock. So I had to get a rebuild kit for the shocks. I got 2 rebuild kits just in case it happened again. And I have heavy duty RPM front A-arms. And I bought 2 sets. They said that that it would change whatever on it, so I'd have to get front and rear. But so far I haven't noticed a difference. But I haven't really driven it. So, yeah. So I just have them on the front. I do have them for the rear. I just haven't installed them. So I think that's about it for what I've done with this. So now we're going to make sure the remote is fully batteryized, whatever you want to call it. We're going to make sure the remote has plenty of power, brand new batteries in it, and we'll put the battery in it and we'll go run it. So let's get to some run footage. So I've got the slash here. I've got the body wiped down just a little bit so it's nice and clean. And as you see just from looking at the remote, it's a really old truck. So I don't have it on. We're going to turn it on and we're going to take it for a ride. Got a few trails in the woods. They're not the best. They're really deep rutted, and it's really hard to video like this, especially with something that's fast. Oh, I just ran into the side, so I'm gonna get stationed. We're gonna do a little bit of videoing. I'm gonna try my best to get some good footage. I really need to get the GoPro on it, but it is what it is. All right. So we're going to try and get through here as fast as we can. We got a little bit of a jump right here that we use for the dirt bike. We'll see if I can get some with it. It's really hard to drive through. so I'm not able to get enough grip to get enough speed to jump it. So we got some good air right there. It wasn't too bad, but I really need to get some diff oil because when I'm turning, I lose a lot of traction just from where the diff is slipping so much. But it's pretty hard to drive on these pine tags. And it makes a lot of weird noises too, just with all the pine tags in it. We got it a little sideways right there. We got some air. I'm really trying to be careful through here, especially with all these trees. See if we can get some air right here. It's just not much traction. So there we go. We got some craziness. Not a very good hill climber, but we'll try a good hill climb real quick. So I'm gonna get y'all stationed on the hill, and we'll try and do a hill climb. So I'm gonna climb it. I'm gonna try and be careful because there's a tree right here. I definitely don't want to hit it, and I gotta be able to get it up the hill. So I hit the tree, but it'll be okay. It does the hill climb pretty good when you can go fast. So there we go. Good hill climb truck. Now, how good is it when it comes to rock crawling? Well, I don't know, and we're not gonna try. But there we go. It probably wasn't the best footage. I have a hard time getting footage with something this fast. That's why I like the crawlers. But I also like when I can get something fast like this. But it did pretty good. I've got a few things that I need to work on. Shocks, some oil, whatever in the rear diff. And the front one too, just from taking it apart so much. But thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe to see more content on this. Just slow upgrades. They're so expensive. So I can't just do a bunch of upgrades at once. But I'll see you guys later.